The Muslims were only around 3,000. The enemy was more than 10,000. Yet victory did not belong to the larger army. Lesson: success is not determined by how big you are, but how strong your faith and unity are. Sometimes we feel overwhelmed, in school, in life, under pressure. But numbers do not decide destiny. Allah does. The trench was not a miracle. It was planning. It was intelligence. It was thinking ahead. The Prophet did not say, "We have faith, so we do nothing." He combined tawakkul, trust in Allah, with effort and strategy. During the digging of the trench, the Prophet worked alongside his companions. He carried soil. He felt hunger. He endured the cold. He did not command from comfort. When fear surrounded Medina, some people began to doubt. But the true believers said, "This is what Allah and His Messenger promised us." And their faith increased. There was no massive battlefield victory. No dramatic sword fight. Instead, Allah sent wind. A powerful wind that destroyed the enemy's camp. The Battle of the Trench teaches us, when the world surrounds you, dig your trench. When fear attacks you, strengthen your faith. And when you have done everything you can, trust that Allah will handle the rest. With the Battle of Khandaq, we have learned about one of the hardest wars the Muslims ever faced. It was not just a battle of swords and armies, but a battle of fear, hunger, and faith. Through this battle, we learn that tests reveal true Iman, just as the companions were tested during those difficult days in Medina. And in those moments of hardship, their faith did not weaken. Instead, it became stronger. The Battle of the Trench teaches us that hardship is not a sign of abandonment. It is a moment of purification, a moment that separates doubt from conviction. Today, we may not face armies outside our homes, but we face pressure, fear, expectations, and uncertainty. And just like the companions, our response to hardship defines who we truly are. May we be among those whose faith increases when tested. And may we always remember that after patience and effort, comes the help of Allah. And perhaps the greatest lesson of all is that even in the most difficult moments, when everything seems against you, you are never truly alone. The companions stood firm, not because they had no fear, but because their trust in Allah was greater than their fear. They faced uncertainty, yet they remained certain. They were tested, yet they remained steadfast. So when you face your own battles, when you feel surrounded by problems, by expectations, by doubts, remember the trench. Remember their patience. Remember their faith. Because just like them, you are being tested. And just like them, you have a choice: to give in to fear, or to rise with faith. So hold on, stay patient, keep striving, and trust that every hardship is leading you closer to something greater. Because in the end, victory is not just about winning the battle. It is about strengthening your Iman through the struggle.